Welcome back to another episode of the 100 mod Let's Play on Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. And in the last episode, if you missed it, we went ahead and formed our very own kingdom, which was a pretty, daring endeavor because the Vlandians have just under 30,000 soldiers and we are numbering around about 6,000. So obviously that puts us at quite a disadvantage. However, our main objectives right now is to basically protect what we have and even maybe look to take some of the Vlandian territory. Ideally, a quick independence war is what we want to go for, and then we can kind of evaluate the situation around us, decide what kingdoms maybe want to try and take some land from, and see what other factions are fighting each other. I also want to mention before we dive into this defensive siege battle just how grateful I am for all the love and support we've had on this series. The previous couple episodes have gone 15 to 30,000 views, which is just absolutely insane for a 20 plus Let's Play series, so I very much do appreciate it. And if you guys want to see more content like this, then be sure to go drop a like and a comment down below, because the episodes are going to get more and more exciting now that we've actually gone ahead and formed our own kingdom. The other 20 or so episodes were all prologue. Now we get into the main story right here. But for now, let's dive in and see what we can do. There were a few decisions we were making. We could either assault the siege camp, try and take on these 1,000 soldiers, or break in and help defend the positions. And honestly, I think breaking in's probably going to be a bit better. Yes, we lose 83 men. Granted, they're not going to be my men. Yeah, we only lost, 16 infantry, 15 range. Still super annoying. I wish, I always mention this, I wish I could decide what units to maybe get sacrificed or are likely to be sacrificed rather than it just doing it randomly. And I think that's fine overall. And we're going to dive in. You can see immediately the balance of power does shift back into my favor. And I actually wonder if they're going to stick around on this siege. No, they immediately break the siege, which is actually really interesting. So the question is, do we now pursue these armies and try and fight them? Keep in mind, our influence is actually pretty low and the army is quite close to breaking apart. I guess we're going to see if there's is there anybody here? We can also recruit from castles as well. A lot of the noble troops comes from the castles, so there's unfortunately only one soldier left remaining here. Yeah, there's one soldier. I guess we'll take it. We need every man we can get. And yeah, I guess I let these armies kind of split. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, the armies are split, so we're going to immediately leave here, and we're going to go after this bottom army. We ideally need to get a good engagement before the party breaks apart, as we are very close down to 16. We have about 2 more ticks left, and I don't think we're going to get enough influence there. The settlement immediately gets under siege, but we're going to be able to capture this army quite nicely. Boom, perfect. The Vlandian lords look amazing. But we're going to have to go in on this and win the day. Luckily, you can tell, bands power-wise, they must have a lot of recruits in their army. I would imagine this other army is way more fortified and raring to go than maybe, say, this one. This is the lower quality of the two. So divide and conquer. This is exactly what we have to do to win this war. It's so important that we engage the army separately and we don't end up in like a big prolonged engagement. Also, there's another army right there. That must be from one of the lords we actually mustered up, which is nice. It's cool to see. It's cool to see that our kingdoms are getting a bit bigger. Yeah, this guy right here, Baland, who is now leading the House of Baland, is starting to form up a bit of a force, which is going to help. As soon as we have enough influence, we're going to do that with more people. I want to basically make as many lords as I can from my companions. Which does, of course, also mean I need more companion names, so put them down below in the comments and I'll pick maybe 2 to add 2 brand new companions. Can't guarantee that you're going to be a lord or leading armies or anything, but you'll still be in the game. So again, leave me some comments down below and I'll pick just 2 at random, and I will go from there. Okay, so in this battle, I'm going to start doing more fun formations and other stuff like that, because it'll be really cool to go and command just more interesting battles, I think. So what we've got is we've got 3 lines of infantry, 1, 2, 3, which is going to be very useful, and then just 1 big block of missiles, and then some cavalry as well, which we're not really going to be utilizing. We're going to be more of like a bodyguard more than anything else. One thing, however, I wish you could do in Bannerlord is basically set your formation like what I've got right now, where you kind of they're lined up and stuff, and then just select all, but they keep in formation. Like I could just left click and they would move up in this formation, or even just dragging it out, kind of like Total War, I guess. And I could just drag out this exact same formation. Maybe I press a button to lock it in so that this is the formation they keep to. But yeah, I would love separate groups, and if I select multiple of them, they stay in their select positions. I don't know if there is a mod for that. Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to find out if there was, and definitely maybe utilize it in my next playthrough. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit a shot from here, but let's give it a go. Our bow skill is definitely improved, so you never know if we'll be in range. I doubt it. And, oh, actually wasn't too far away if you guys saw it. You can also see the sheer amount of pikes that we actually have in our formation now as well. It's actually quite hilarious. There is a lot of spearmen here. Very, very deadly. So I've actually set myself up in a bit of a wing formation as well, protecting the flanks quite nicely. If they charge me, we'd be able to repel them, I think, quite decently. I am going to be a little bit cautious though, because we have a lot of good soldiers, but also we don't have many shields. So engaging the enemy quite quickly, I think, is going to be ideal, just solely because of our lack of missiles and other things like that. Lack of shields on our front line. You can see we are just getting hit, and a few of our very good soldiers are being taken down. So let's go ahead and continue to push up. So I'm going to push up you guys. You guys are going to be into a shield wall, please. I want a very kind of thin wall, and I want you guys off to the flank, and then you guys off to the flank like so. The cavalry can go under AI commands just so they can kind of act as a shield, and our missile line can advance slowly forward. Yeah, I want to be very cautious with this front line. I don't want to overcommit too much. I should probably also dismount the lords as well, so that he doesn't just get immediately killed like he's going to right now. Infantry line. Okay, let's reform quickly. Infantry line, hold here. Hold the line. Rest of you boys, get around. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Now, the question is, do I commit a unit to go after the missiles, or do I stick here? And I think I do. I think I do send maybe you guys go after the missiles. You guys wrap around there and engage these guys right like so. Perfect. Cavalry's doing their thing. Missiles are firing away, fighting a lot of enemy cavalry right now. But yeah, I'm going to leave these guys into the missiles. I want to really reduce their capability here. And this big block of infantry that we're bringing along with us should hopefully do exactly that as we smash into them. Some pretty good armor on their part as well. Okay, let's make sure we select them and then charge. The boys should now all go in. How's the infantry fight going? We are outflanking. Our front line is holding. You friend or foe? I think these guys are friend. No, they're enemies. They're enemies. Oh, that was close. Let's wrap back around. How are we doing up here? Yeah, we are cutting them through. I mean, as soon as this high quality line of infantry that I have gets stuck in, they're not going to stand a chance, really. They just do not have the quality, even though we do have very similar units. The Vlandian heavy halberds and mercenaries. Yeah, you can see our banners shining high in the sun. And yeah, they're ripping through these guys quite nicely. And I've utilized the RTS camera commands as well there to help benefit. Or enemy cavalry charge. Oh, that's a good hit. So maybe just try and take out as many of them as we can. Even if we just take out horses as well, don't necessarily have to kill elite units whatsoever. They have spawned reinforcements, but again, their reinforcements shouldn't be anything too scary. They only had about 600 men. Oh, they only had like 500 men, so they really must not be getting many in the ways whatsoever, which is perfect. Cavalry still a nuisance. Infantry beating them back, which is good. What have they spawned? Do they spawn anything else? They've got about 100 men left. Okay, you guys charge as well. Yeah, let's just charge all infantry now. All infantry charge. Yeah, they spawned over here, which is fine. Oh, hello. What do you want? You want some, eh? I'll give it you if you want some. Let's reform, though. We don't want to overcommit here. Do anything stupid. Let's just get the boys back up. The missiles can come back down into this alleyway. And we'll just reform. We'll engage them. Make sure you guys are in line formation. That's fine as well. So just do more commanding. And I don't know, let me know in the comments if you guys enjoy this more like strategic, I guess, style of commanding. It definitely is fun to do so, but I don't know if you guys want to just see action, you want to see a mix of it. Again, let me know. Yeah, we can just charge now. It's all militia. No need to worry whatsoever. We've already got them on the run. So that's good. That's another Vlandian army taken down. Granted, they will probably just spawn in a million more, but we do need to, deal with them. We can't just let them roam. And if we capture enemy lords as well, that's also not a bad play of action because we can put them in our prison, and that prevents them from recruiting. We've got mods on that make it so I get shot in the ass. We've got mods on that make it so that lords don't just escape like they do in vanilla. They do actually stay in dungeons and stuff. So that makes my life a little bit easier when it comes to that. Of course, so every soldier we dismember and take down is good for us. Not only does it level up our polearm, but also it makes it so that they just have less soldiers they have to recruit. That little bit more slower for them to build up their armies. And there we go. Another battle won. We lost 14 men. 6 from my party, which always hurts. 6 long pikes is pretty upsetting. But yeah, we need to go lift the siege back at our castle. And then we need to go and refill our army. We'll probably use the garrison that we have going on to get some more soldiers. And then I'm launching an invasion inside of Vlandia. We also got two new companions. So I'll take the heavy infantry and the greatsword. Why not? We'll, of course, make them good athletics. And I guess I'll give them some tactics. Can we give them free? We can give them free. Oh, nice. Stewardship is good as well. Because, yeah, I might make these guys. This guy's more of a fighter, I think, more than anything else. And we'll give him some medic skill just so he has more HP. Oh, wait, is this? I'm confused. Oh, no, okay, that was still his stats again. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And I think we found a solution to this crash. I know I'm going to say it, but apparently, like, I've noticed that if we go slowly here, we don't actually crash the game. And if that's the case, then that's absolutely crazy, because this has been plaguing us for about 2 months now. And it seems if we go slow enough, the game doesn't actually, like, have a meltdown, which is amazing. And again, we are going to take all the loot. So the reason we're taking the loot now is because we want to sell it so we can actually legally form our kingdom with Banner Kings. You guys may have noticed that there's like de jure claims. I can actually show you actually when we get back to our settlement. I'll show you it. I say that, but we still need to lift the siege. But yeah, basically, if we get like 5 million gold, we can then de jure make our kingdom, which means that all the settlements we have are legally part of my kingdom, which is a big, big deal. I'm also very nervous about this party. How much do we need? We only need 10 to build it. So hopefully our next tick comes in and we get 43 influence and we can go from there. I'm hoping it's going to be the case. We're still waiting. Even if we can just engage, there's not a bad plan of action either. We just need to be very careful here when it comes to the influence. Okay, we are going to be able to hit them before they do anything. Again, we could break in, but as soon as we break in, they're going to run away. So I think we just assault the siege camp again. This is a battle we probably don't have to fight. I've, of course, saved it just in case, but I don't want to bore you guys with battles that you just know I'm going to win without too much hassle. 82 soldiers. I only lost 5, so I'm going to accept that as a thing, and then we will just slowly click through these again. Yep, it seems like that literally has fixed the issue, which is just, it blows my mind because I've been plagued with that for so long. We're going to take some more of the veteran longswords because these are the Vlandian top tier soldiers, and they're actually really, really good. So I'm going to take a few of those. We have a couple more, and we're going to take, I guess, 2 more Vlandian infantry, and that sticks us at our prisoner limit, which is fine. Okay, so now we've taken this. Again, I'm going to take all the loot because I actually don't think my army can upgrade anymore. Also, we're actually out of limit here. Okay, well, we'll take the horses. The food is important. Hopefully that gives us enough room. I mean, realistically, I don't care if I'm over encumbered. You know, I don't think there's any armies around us now. Let's quickly head back to our settlement over here and then try and sell them up. Oh, here we go. Okay, the Northern Empire has proposed themselves an alliance to the Empire of the Flying Dong. This is a decision. And I feel like a decision we have to accept, no? Because by making an alliance with the Northern Empire, that cuts down if we end up fighting the brick of the Northern Alliances, like they won't join against us, which is pretty important. Also gives us support against Vlandia. It gives us support about Britannia, the Western and Southern Empires. Like, I think this is a no-brainer right now to accept this. And yeah, I'm going to accept that. An alliance has now been formed. Hell yeah. So if we take a look at the kingdoms, we go to our diplomacy section, and you can see right there, alliance with the Northern Empire. They have 17,000 men, triple ours. We have actually also cut Vlandia down to 20,000, which is pretty impressive. We have 28 of their lords in our prisons. That's incredible. We've made it back, which is good. So what I'm going to do, and our castle is already under siege again. The hounds of hell are already here, my friends. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. So to actually go ahead and, I guess, get out of it, because right now this is part of the Western Empire, this land. What I can do, and I can't usurp these yet, right now. I can't usurp these yet. What I can do is when I form my own kingdom, I can take all of this for my own, and they'll be part of the kingdom of the Flying Dong, no longer the kingdom of the Western Empire. But it costs like 5 million, so it's going to be expensive to do that. But that's like a good goal to work towards, and something for us to spend money in the late game on, because in vanilla Bannerlord, there's not really a lot of, like, once you start making this much money, it's like, whatever, I'll do anything. But I like how in Banner Kings, there is stuff to still work towards. So of course, drop off all these prisoners into the dungeon. We don't want to be walking around with them. They can just all chill in that dungeon. If they escape, they escape, but it's unlikely that they will. I'm also going to drop off some of the other soldiers I just wouldn't really care to recruit. Anyone who's not a tier 5 can go in here, and anybody, I mean, these are just like, yeah, Manslayers and Bloodhounds are just units. Even though I'm not utilizing cavalry, we still want to keep a hold of because they're just that good. And then we can also pick up some more if we wanted to. There's Helios Guard in here. There's other really good units, but we'll just leave them for now. We'll let the dungeon hold them for as long as they can. And then we also need to recruit some more men. So what do we have in the garrison? And honestly, there isn't really anything impressive in the garrison one bit. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything I really care about. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go and recruit some more mercenaries, I guess. Build up our forces that way. There's barely anybody here to recruit from, which is fine. There's actually some good Imperials. I thought these guys got converted, but I guess not. Okay, it's still Imperial troops. Interesting. But yeah, we're just going to get some mercenaries. I guess we'll spend the money, even though we are trying our best to save money. I think we'll pick up some more White Company, and I think we can maybe get like a handful more. We're not going to be a great tier. They're going to be like tier 3s and 4s, but it's just a good way of spending money, even though it is costly and it gets us further away from our goal. We then just have, like, you know, it's a quick way to build up our forces and have the ability to fight back at them. Yeah, so we'll probably do one more of that, I think. Take action, because it's like 50k a pop, right? It's yeah, 30k a pop, right? No, that's 100k there. 34k. Man, that's crazy. That is 111k for 28 of these guys now. That is pretty wild. But that should do us. Again, there'll be tier 3s, tier 4s in there. And a sprinkle of tier 5s, but that's fine for us. We'll level these guys up quite quickly, and it's these guys right there. So yeah, a lot of these low tiers, even a bunch of low tier 2s as well. So we do have to take the time to level them up, and it costs us money, but I think it's worth it in the long run. Now, it says we can actually found our kingdom here, but I don't think we can, right? Yeah, we need 5 million and that much influence. The influence is fine. It's the, yeah, it's definitely the gold. So we need about another 2 million. Oh, actually, that reminds me as well, whilst we're here, before we go lift the siege once again, we might as well sell all our goods, right? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, and there we go, 500,000, boom, right into the bank, which is good. We also get a little bit of trade as well, which is not bad whatsoever. But yeah, that's going to help us out. It's going to save us a little bit of cash. We are also now gaining a ton of influence. I don't know. Oh, we just got all the influence for donating the people to the garrison or the dungeon. That's why. Makes sense. Cool. Well, at least now we can do this. We can also drag some more soldiers in. I think we're going to do that. Okay, that's not a bad army. We also have too many, do we? No way we have too many soldiers. I thought this was our limit. Okay, we just literally by the skin of our teeth had a few too many, which is fine. So let's make our way in now. They're not sieging us. So there's another 700-man army right here. This should be a little bit more interesting, right? Yeah. And the thing is, I would break in and help the defenders because defensive siege battles are really fun to do. However, they would just break the siege immediately. So, you know, you kind of almost have to just adapt to the situation that we're currently in. Funnily enough as well, the same map, which is always fun. I mean, it makes sense, right? We are fighting in the exact same location. We're going to go with the same formation again. We do actually have a few more soldiers this time because I am playing on a little bit of a higher unit size right now. So I want actually left to right. Yeah, let's make sure we do this correctly just so when I'm pressing the buttons, I don't mess anything up. So left is 1, right is 3. Then we have you guys and actually a little sizable line of cavalry as well now. I doubt they're going to come at me, right, because we outnumber them. We have the same amount, but there'll be no reason for them to actually come at me. Let's form up, and then we'll push in on them again. So I've actually decided to do something a little bit different. I always stick my crossbows behind my main front line because it normally protects them. You form shield wall and you're absolutely fine as you do it. However, looking at our line, like, again, a lot of our crossbows aren't going to be protected by anybody because, you know, none of these guys really have many shields. We have a few cool guys like this with their big two-handers and a shield on the side, but it's not going to really protect them too much. So I might as well just bring these guys forward and have them in my front line. I'm also protecting my wings as well with my infantry, and I guess we might, like, kind of, oh, they're coming. Okay, we just have to be quick. This is what I'm saying. Like, we have to be quick when they decide to try and push up. Doesn't look like they're going to, which is fine. Yeah, we just have to be on it, right? And we can even utilize this terrain to our advantage, you know, have these guys pushed up like so, and then have like you guys utilizing that terrain, so when they do inevitably crash into me, we're then there ready to receive it and push them back. Yeah, the only problem I see right now is that we are just a tad too close to this cavalry, and then immediately it's gonna run back, and I'm gonna forget what button we need to press. We're gonna run. I'm gonna, I guess, try and body block a little bit right there. And yeah, lucky, nice. Okay, we pushed them back. Oh my god, I did not mean to even hit that guy. He got ruined. Then we just need to be on it again when they come back. What the hell happened to him? They're coming again. Okay, let's try and take you out. Push back, pull back, pull back. Bring back our missile line again. You guys get back. It's just getting, oh, they're going to get into me right now, which isn't good. Oh, look at that line as well. We have to pause. I want to take a look at this really quickly. This is why I'm getting all these pikes. Look how good this anti-cavalry formation is. Like, it's absolutely perfect. If they charge in anywhere along my line with cavalry, they're going to be getting slaughtered. It's not even going to be close. Like, this left flank is not great, but it's got a lot of two-handers in, which is nice. And yeah, the rest of the pike line is just so brutal. Granted, I kind of messed up because I wasn't micromanaging perfectly, but yeah, look at that. And then we immediately come in, get some good damage in. And then as they pull out, we just like turn and shoot them back at them. I think it's really good. Okay, their main line's now coming, so we actually do have to fall back properly now. Just fall back our missiles onto that line. We can reset up this formation a bit. And I think we're fine. Do we need to form shield walls? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we'll just go back on this mode so it's easier to see. I'm going to tell my cavalry, AI command, do your thing. Bring this line. Well, their cavalry's coming again. Can I maybe get a hit off here? Cavalry's coming in. Perfect. And then we'll take our left flank. We're going to rotate it around a bit. They're really seemingly coming in on that flank, which is interesting. You guys go on engage mode now. So you're going to engage. And we have this entire flank. Again, do your thing, my boys. Go after their missiles. Go after their missiles and have fun. I think that'll be a very deadly setup. Just make sure you guys are not in loose formation. We'll come in here with our glaive. I'm also thinking as well to maybe change up my weaponry. We've had a glaive for a long time, and even though it is like the best weapon in the game, I don't think it would be a bad idea to maybe switch that bad boy up. Okay, cool. Our front line should hold. You guys are getting ready. You guys are getting ready to push. Stop this charge from behind. Help out as much as we can. I love the amount of spears we have, man. I love it. And then you guys just engage on them. Engage on them, deal with them, charge them down. And then even if it comes to it, we can even rotate around. You guys charge now. I don't really know what you guys are up to. Oh, that's his arm off. That's his arm clean off. Avoid him. Come back round. Of course, aim for the lowly armored guys. Oh, it's my cavalry. It's my cavalry coming in now. Perfect. And then we're sandwiching them from the other side as well. That is so well set up. And now the cavalry can rotate back around, go into their back line. We're going to have this line also charge now. You guys are still in shield wall. Yes, their reinforcements are spawning. So we want to be pursuing them anyway now. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be doing too great. Reinforcements. A lot of reinforcements, actually. I say that. There's a lot of reinforcements. Okay, you guys go in light. And we're just going to reform. We're going to reform up on this hill. Hopefully we can get there in time. Missiles can probably just like plonk themselves here. Cavalry's still doing their thing. Let's just hope we get into formation. That's something I still need to improve on quite a lot, is like judging where their reinforcements are. And it, you know, because like look at that, they're already here, right? They're already here. So there's no way we're going to get in here and form up where I wanted to form up. So we need to kind of almost redesign that position. I mean, actually, I say that. You guys are going to get there in time. You guys might need to, yeah, you guys are probably going to need some adjustment. I mean, you guys set up there. But yeah, for the most part, like we formed up. It's just these guys who are going to be a little bit slower. You're in line as well, so I don't really know why you're so slow. Yeah, sometimes... Oh, because they're waiting for these guys to catch up. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, okay, you guys form shield wall. And our right flank can be a bit more aggressive, I guess. And then we're going to take this flank and we're just going to charge them. Missiles are going to turn up eventually. Oh, we cut down 2 Vlandian serfs there. And always on these extra waves, we can be more aggressive because, again, their units are just not very good. They are literally sending in the drips and drabs of their army now. Realistically, unless we're fighting like a much larger army, it's all going to be plain sailing after we kill the first couple lines of reinforcements. They're not going to really be able to stand up against us in any meaningful way. And, you know, getting in on these missiles is going to be an important deal. And it's also not a bad plan of action to actually load up and get better at my archery skill as well. There we have it, another good victory. A few more casualties this time, but yeah, we're really kicking some ass now. Yeah, again, the thing is though, we need to like sustain this, which is always going to be a problem, right? Sustaining these victories whilst also taking casualties is always a difficult task. Well, the nice thing is 32 of our new recruits have now all leveled up. I think I want more pikes. I really like the pikemen. I also really like the great swords as well. They do a lot of damage, especially in sieges as well. We do actually have some room for more recruits. 155 of them we can grab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mainly look for the infantry. Again, our crossbows are always good, but yeah, the rest of these elite Vlandians are always welcome in the kingdom. And then missile wise, I don't know, there's still good soldiers here, but I just don't know, I just don't rate the cavalry. I honestly think the cavalry is like better when it comes to oh, that's a lot of it. That's 40k experience. We'll take the horses and food. I feel like the cavalry, the cavalry is better like in defensive siege battles because you're just basically putting down like elite armored infantry on the field, which is always good. Okay, it seems like one of their lords have managed to escape here and he's actually still here, so we'll just make sure we just take him down really quickly. No, I want your prisoners. And he just surrenders to me. That's amazing. Take the longsword and we'll leave. everything else, right? Yeah, we'll leave everything else. We'll take the food, of course. Food is an important part of my empire that is constantly needing to be grabbed, and we'll make our way inside of this settlement. And then I guess we go on the offense, right? Like, I look to maybe take this castle, maybe try and take Sargot. I wouldn't mind like expanding out along the coast. I feel like that's a good idea for our empire. Something I noticed as well, 52 upgrades in our army. That is pretty incredible. We're going to grab a bunch of the spearmen or billmen, right? Yeah, spearmen or billmen. Billmen go into great swords. I think more spearmen. I think the anti-cavalry, because we have no cavalry, is just a really good idea. And then even on foot, they still do very good because of their high-tier armors and stuff. So yeah, let's grab that. I also felt slightly lonely in my war against Vlandia. And again, that's like one of the only downsides to this mod list, is that just the way that the AI set up, they don't really declare war. So I kind of have to go in myself and create wars. But I only want to try and do that with interesting scenarios. So what I did is I made basically every faction have a mortal enemy so far. So the Northern Empire have gone to war with Sturgia and should be Britannia. I don't think it's fired yet. It should in a second. So the Northern Empire are fighting both the smaller empires in the game. The Kuzites are fighting Sturgia as well. The Western Empire are fighting Britannia. Britannia are fighting the Western Empire. They're fighting the Western Empire. The Southern Empire are fighting the Azurai. And the Azurai, of course, are fighting the Southern Empire. So everyone's like kind of facing off against one another. And I might also start a little bit of an empire civil war as well in there. I just need to make sure I keep on track with that as best as I can. We're also going to engage this army if we can catch it, because I don't want them slipping through and then sieging my castle. Could have also gone in that castle. I would have taken about 500 men here. Can we catch them or not? Are they going faster than us? 3. We're going 2.5. Why are we so slow? Slower party setting, which is fine. That's just difficulty. But everything else is just like size of our army. Yeah, there's not really much we can do about that. So let's set this settlement under siege. I'm hoping that they're going to stick around and just try and siege me. We're also actually building this camp very quickly now. Look at Banzer power bar as well. That's crazy. Okay, we're going to have to go in here for a quick siege and then probably rush back to our capital to stop them from sneaking through and sieging us immediately afterwards. I can already see that's what they're going to do. They're also building up a bit of an army here as well. Oh, nice. Our stewardship went up to 250. That's good. And when we hit the highest limit, we get some good bonuses as well from being a quartermaster. We consume less food, morale damage and stuff. Not that morale's really ever an issue. But right here, we reduce food consumption whilst in a siege camp, or we troop wages are decreased whilst in a siege camp. Neither are really an issue. I guess we'll take the food, because food is always a little bit annoying, whereas money doesn't seem like it's an issue right now. So I think that's what we're going to do. Our lordship also went up as well. So this is really good for us because we are a ruler of a kingdom. So leveling this is quite important. So here we go. In economic advisor, we can gain settlement production efficiency. I think that's just across the empire, and also production quality. Or here we can get settlement militarization, means recruits come back, and an increased settlement drafting speed. I think we're going to go military advisor. We're going to be fighting wars constantly. The economy side of things isn't really an issue for us at the moment. Of course, the more money we get, the quicker we get towards that 5 milli and we can form our own kingdom. But I think that's going to happen eventually. I'd rather everybody be able to recruit men, especially during peacetime. Military advisor. What's the last one out of interest? Grant titles yields renown. That's actually quite nice. And also amicable actions granting negotiating yields more positive relations, or claims are built 30% faster. Definitely that one. We want to be able to just take land legally, like all the time, as quickly as physically possible. Okay, cool. So the question is, do we go in for this battle without a battering ram or anything? And I think the answer has to be yes. We need to make it back before they siege our land. And this will be a great castle. I want to leave enough of a garrison here to defend this, rush back, defeat that army, then rush back and take Charis, and then we can maybe look at piecing out. This is definitely also one of the better castles in the game as well. It's really, really kind of simple, but very cool nonetheless, for 2 attack points. And I think we'll be able to get up here way before they can stop us. Of course, the actual gate itself is not something that we can challenge, because we didn't decide to bring a ram here. We want a quick, decisive victory so we can rush back. I'm hoping I can get up here as well before their infantry arrives. It seems like it is now just arriving. We also have this new great sword as well. Can I just break my way through? Try and cut him down. Let me through into the darkness. Perfect. Okay, that's ideally what we wanted to do, just get inside the castle rather than fight in. This way we can try and hit the reinforcements. This great sword seems really good as well. I'm happy with it. And as we're up here, we can also dodge his crossbow. and just break our way in, try and take out anybody coming to reinforce, which should make block that quickly. We should make anybody trying to reinforce that a little bit slower. Let's try and pierce his armor. Perfect. Oh, we took that crossbow to the chest. Luckily, because it's low tier crossbow, really does not do enough damage to us. I think the tier 6s would probably rip us apart, which they have done in the past. But yeah, these lower tiers are much easier to deal with. Hello, I see you. Block that. That was a nice block right there. Gonna get shot in the back. Try and cut him down. Oh, he sliced his hands off then, this guy. As he tries to pursue us, this guy is still chasing us. We can't quite get over his shield. Block that. It's a headshot right there. Keep on hitting. And then we just go down the line, help out the boys, deal with this position. And that should be the battle. Again, you guys saw the balance of power. We shouldn't really be worrying too much about what's coming our way. Because again, it's just a lot of militia. And at this point in the game, the militia just cannot stand up to us. Again, they can start chipping away at our armors, but you know, I have the same armor as my infantry. So unless we're fighting like a lord's army, these battles are going to be relatively clean, especially these sieges. And we can even look down here as well. You can see our boys are pushing up and are currently just being held. And we cleared out this entire position. Oh yeah, we also have a mace as well. I'm interested to see how much damage the mace does. Let's go bonk this guy on the head. He got a better hit on me there. And again, okay, he's got some good stats. We blocked that. Only 16 damage. Okay, 29. Okay, it's not like great. It does swing fast, so when I need to, we can. That right swing as well isn't great either. How are we looking on this side? Still pushing up, still facing enemy positions. We'll try and help out here. Oh, so almost hit there. A few of our boys are fighting. Oh, Ryan. A few more guys coming up here, but luckily my boys are now arriving. And that's another man-at-arms taken down. And the castle should be ours at this point. A very cool castle design. Oh, yeah, so this must be one of the RBM castle designs where they actually do defend these inner layers. Again, it sucks that the infantry doesn't defend the back layers, but all the archers have, like, set positions. So the AI is, like, programmed with realistic battle mod to defend these back positions. Something I wish would happen in Bannerlord sieges is either there'd be, like, a fallback command where they would, like, hold a secondary position, or, you know, there was the second part of the siege. So, like, once we've taken these outer walls, the siege would end, and it'd be, like, basically like a keep battle where they would defend the keep, but it's, like, the next part of the siege. That'd be really cool. Okay, another battle down. Perfect. Good renown, good influence, which I'm always happy with. We didn't lose that many men. Like, yeah, 50, 55 men in a siege battle like this is definitely nothing to sniff at, but yeah, they just don't have that quality in these outer castles, at least. They really just rely on numbers and slowing us down. Okay, now this is a banner we actually might want, because right now we have a movement speed, which isn't really that great. However, this is a 10% melee damage reduction, which is actually really nice. Like, say someone's doing like 90 damage, that takes away 9 of them, you know, them damage points. Say they do just over 50. 2 hits would normally kill us, so replacing that banner I think is actually not a bad idea whatsoever. And I am going to take the experience here on my boys rather than take the loot, just because I think I'd rather have a little bit of a better army right now. So yeah, of course we're going to claim this. We're probably going to give it to someone at some point. I'm also going to go to Banner Kings immediately, as you guys know, and we're going to go and we can claim this one. Is this one? Yeah, this is one I'm going to grab. Right, takes a year. That's fine. Better start it now, and then that's everything we want, right? Yeah. Can't usurp anything else, just double checking. Yep, cool. Nice. So we'll immediately take that. We'll immediately recruit anybody we can. And we're going to have to leave a bit of a garrison here, because they've got armies scattered around, right? So they're going to immediately jump on us. Actually, better idea. What we're going to do is we're going to give this castle away to somebody else. So let's go and maybe give it away to one of these nameless heroes right here. They've had a name, but it's been definitely lost in the campaign. I want to reward you. Indeed, you want a firth of your own. And it was Willem Castle, right? Yeah, I'm pleased. His 20 grand and 500 influence. And the castle, the clan name is... I don't know. I kind of need more suggestions. Yeah, comment down below as well, clan name suggestions also for it. This can be the nameless clan for now, and then I'll come back and I'll change it later on down the line. And yeah, you got a name as well. He's now called Baron, which is cool. Okay, cool. So that's another clan we've just picked up, which is absolutely perfect. Now, when I enter this, you can see that they... Oh, no, okay, maybe not. I was expecting them to give over more men to the garrison, but it doesn't look like that is the case. Yeah, we only have 40 men here, which isn't going to hold for long, and I need to make it back here. Their army must be around here somewhere, which we do need to be a little bit cautious of. Yeah, they're just giving men over to the garrison, which I don't really care about. Let's see if we can maybe catch one of their armies surrounding here. and then move back a little bit. Also, the great thing on top of that by actually doing this is we now have more lords to recruit. So if I wanted to, I could now bring him into my army as he gets stronger and stronger. I'm going to head back in the hopes that this settlement will hold if it gets under siege. Oh, they came back. Okay, perfect. That's really good for us then. So let's smash this army before they have the time to meet up. Oh, this is Durhart himself. Durhart, you fool. You fool. Surrender. It'd be great if we could kill him here. I mean, honestly, it'd be amazing. But I don't want to make enemies of everybody because there are still a lot of Vlandian lords who would probably come to my side for enough money. And I don't really want to, like, you know, annoy them by, like, killing Durhart, which actually makes it a bit more sensible why I should be releasing lords as well. Again, gain more relationship with them. Oh my, Durhart put up a pretty incredible fight there as well. With his 180 men, he killed, like, more than most of the AI has done. And we didn't capture him. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Okay, we're facing up now against their army, and they're running. Okay, good. That's fine with me. As long as they're not, like, attacking me, I don't really care what they do. The question is, do we want to go in for this? Our army has gotten way better now. A lot of the recruits at the beginning of the war have now fully upgraded. There are a handful of them here. And this actually does add up. Like, we're spending a lot of money here every time upgrading these soldiers. I think we can catch them, or do we just let them go? Like, I might just let them go, you know. Let them go and maybe siege us, and then we can counterattack. I should have already just caught them, dealt with them that way. Okay, there's our army. They have built up a little bit more, which is good, because I don't mind engaging. But are they chasing me now? I think they might be chasing me. Okay, that's good. No, they're traveling to William Castle to siege it, which is fine as well, because hopefully all the other armies are scattering in here. We can kind of use our terrain to our advantage. Oh no, looks like we've been trapped. Luckily, though, I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. And look at them boys. Oh my god, Duke Alberic. I don't know what to say. That was just heartbreaking. I thought we were friends. Okay, so yeah, I think it's time for us to take him down, and I might release these guys, because Alberic could be a good character. Like, this is a popular clan, tier 5 clan. They're rich. We're not that rich. How many castles do they have as a clan? I wonder, does it tell me? They only own 3 castles, so I think that'll probably be about 3 million to convince to join me. And this would be a strong clan to have in my kingdom. Like, they have some good soldiers, they have decent income, they're full peerage, of course. Nation total, yeah, I mean, I don't know, we'll see. Again, defeating these guys and then releasing them is probably going to be the goal, just so that, like, I start making some friends in Vlandia I can then slowly bring over to my kingdom. Man, I feel like this battlefield right here has seen plenty of battle. It really has. So let's form up. We're going to form up at the bottom of this hill, like so, and we'll see what the AI does. Like, they might try and attack us. They might sit passively back and reform on a hill. It does seem like the AI is going a bit aggressive, though, which is perfect for us. I would love the AI to attack us so we can do some real shenanigans with our block of 3 infantry. We've gone for a nice little zigzag formation, so the idea is if they do attack us, they come flying into this little gap right here. We then close the bison, and then this block of infantry on my flank to stopping any cavalry from coming in, then swings around to help close the vice. We also have all our crossbows shooting right now. They're just hammering the enemy position. I guess the next idea for our, like, tactics is to set up 2 lines of missiles and kind of have, like, a crossfire of sorts. Would be not a bad idea. You know, right now they're of course just firing in, and there's, you know, a wealth of shields here protecting them. Oh wow, the AI is straight up charging me. I was moving on my formation, and look at them go right into the pikes. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I will take that. They should be getting hammered by crossbow fire now as they come in. I mean, it goes to show the strength of our formation. It's exactly how we want to set up. And yeah, every one of those we take down is a very decent exchange, as I'm all the way up here. No, I'm all the way down here. I've also blockaded this right-hand side as well. This was like my main goal from this formation, is I want this right-hand side blockaded, and then we can kind of sort everything else out from that. I was not expecting the AI to charge me, but I was not in shield wall or anything, which I guess we can now form. And we can bring our line up. Okay, I'm just like changing my formation on the fly here. I've set up a little bit of a square on this flank now, so that we can defend a little better from any incoming assaults. My missiles do still need to push up a little bit more as we're getting harassed by cavalry. But yeah, I've set up a main line there, defending my right flank from anybody who does decide to try and attack us, and any cavalry that tries to filter through. Our main line is right here, and then we have this square on the flank. The only thing I'm slightly scared of with this line on this square on the flank is that we might get harassed. I wish I could also make the circle bigger. I wonder if it's something to do with that. Will that now work if I do like something like this? No, they still just go very, very tight, which is a little bit annoying, but that's fine. Right now, though, we should be winning the missile off quite nicely. So I think I'm just going to chill. Their cavalry is getting hit hard, and our pikes are, holding the line. Especially in a situation like that, our pikes should, perfect. That's exactly how we want things to happen. And yeah, even if their unit can get away because we're not being aggressive, we're still taking out the horses. We're taking out that shock power, which means our crossbows can just do their thing. The infantry is still refusing to move, so let's just get stuck in now. I'm tired of waiting for them to do something. I'm going to break you guys into a line. You're going to be my flanking force, and you're going to go immediately into that. We're going to also break you guys out, and we're going to take you guys and bring you around. You're going to help me grip their line. Here we go. Now, we've kind of got them baited in, which is actually perfect. You guys go around there. Also get into a scheme formation. You guys should be able just to straight charge. Yeah, you guys are going to straight hold the line there. Oh my god, our flanking forces all the way back around already. Okay, immediately go after their missiles. Also go in loose formation just so you cover more ground, I think. Yeah, no, you guys hold the line there. You guys are charging in on their missile. Oh my god, they're running their missiles into these guys. Okay, we'll just, both of you guys go into the missiles. And we just have to hope that our front line holds, which it should. It definitely should. And we should have their missiles literally caught between a vice of our lines, which is perfect. I'm just going to whip out my bow. Again, continue to try and get some experience this way. And harass them. Yeah, their missile force is going to be absolutely massacred, I think. I'm hoping that we can do enough of it so we can then surround them before they retreat. And try and, beat us up elsewhere. Just keep on hitting them. Our own cavalry should be after these missiles as well. But yeah, of course, I want to then wrap these two formations around because I've got a big block there. Some of these guys have actually gone to help out in this formation as well. Which I don't necessarily hope, I would have hoped they would have done something else, but that's fine. They've got no missiles left. Okay, boys, turn around. Turn around and go straight into the back of these. How's our pike line doing as well? Yeah, just really good. The pikes and the longer range weapons are keeping the enemy at bay, which is actually the perfect setup for a mod like this. Oh, they're retreating. Charge, 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 charge. Don't let any of them survive. We want to make sure we cut down because they're going to get reinforcements. Unless they're retreating completely. Either way, we want to make sure that we chase them down now and we let no one live to fight another day. Look at this guy right here. Is he a lord? He must be, right? It never says a retinue knight. How the hell do I get retinue knights? They look incredible. Where did we get them from? Hello? I'm trying to think where we could possibly recruit them all from. They seem amazing, no? Let me know in the comments, where do I get them from? Because I want that unit. They're looking so good. Seems like only one of our block of infantry have made it in, so we're just going to charge them in again. No, we got another block over here. Yeah, you guys can just charge. They have some quality in here, but again, look at them. They're all just basically sending lambs to the slaughter right now. And unless they muster an army of a couple thousand, I think this is going to be the case every time. What we can do, though, if it does seem like it's getting a bit boring or I'm just winning these battles too easily, I can just start going by myself, take my 350 elite men, and then start taking on some of these scarier armies, which won't be so easy to actually end up defeating. Because, yeah, right now these are a little bit scarier, and maybe just let the AI play with my army to make it more interesting. Let the AI play with my the rest of my clan members and companions. But I also mean that is war as well. We are winning a bunch of battles. We've won basically 5 battles in a row, and that's gonna weaken the enemy forces. They're not going to be able to equip and field as many elite soldiers as I am. I'm winning the battles, my men are getting better, and they're losing the battles, so that they're obviously arguably getting worse soldiers because they're having to go back to square one and recruiting low tier men again. Yeah, that battle was pretty embarrassing. If I was Vlandia, I would be embarrassed. So let's go and start these guys we can imprison because they're lower lords. However, everybody who's an actual lord, we are going to release so we can improve our relations with their clans. So for example, this guy looks like an absolute giant. But yeah, he hates me as well. You're free to go. Again, improving our relationships is also not a bad idea either. Probably because we keep on taking their lands. They don't like us too much. But yeah, just making them like me somewhat, it is still decent nonetheless. Their army is now scattered. We should be able to catch a few more of them before they do end up fleeing. They'll probably just surrender to me, actually. Yeah, fight or yield. No, I just want prisoners, which is fine. Take the halberds, of course. We're just going to do this for each and every single one of them. Take their food, of course. And we can actually catch all of them, which is perfect. I know we're going to be able to catch the last army. Okay, perfect. That's nice. We managed to take out a large portion of their forces. Now, let's... they shouldn't be able to field another army for a little while. We have a lot of their prisoners actually in our dungeon. Let's take a look. I'm very interested to know. How many do you guys think? It's a lot. Only 29. I swear that's how much we had previously. I mean, either way, that's very disgusting. Also, we've dealt 5,000 casualties. They've dealt 1,700. Not bad whatsoever for a kingdom as small as mine. But our numbers will be increasing gradually as we make more lords. You can already start to see we have another lord. Now let's make our way over to Charis. I also wouldn't be opposed to giving up another castle. Like Elevena Castle could be given to another companion, make another lord, just so again we have a couple more clans in our army. One thing as well I think would actually be quite cool as a concept with Bannerlord, when you make your own clans, I think it'd be really cool if you could actually pay more influence and resources to set them at a higher tier clan, so they weren't just always, I think they all start off at clan rank 1, which is a little bit annoying because it just means that they're quite weak. Clan rank 2, yeah, I wish I could like spend more money to then make them a higher tier clan, but I guess it's not exactly how things work. Okay, so we actually got a decent garrison here. They've got some lord armies as well hiding in. That's fine with me. Let's besiege the town. Similar numbers, and I imagine, yeah, they've got some good armies here. Still a very nice looking siege battle for us. Now that I think that we've got Vlandia on the back foot, we don't actually have to be cautious of them sieging us. So I might actually build a battering ram, or maybe even just some trebuchets. But that is going to be for next episode. I think we've done plenty today. We've really started to establish our hold in the region and also on the surrounding lands. I'm hoping Vlandia will want to peace out with me when it comes to it. Once we maybe take Charis, I'd love to peace out with them. I mean, they still outnumber me massively, but that support is going up and that tribute is going down. I don't want to have to pay the money. I'll fight an eternal war if I have to right here. And it looks like they are amassing men here as well to try and stop me. This is what I'd much prefer they try and do. Because again, if they attack me, they think they'll have enough like good soldiers to actually beat me. And even if they don't, then all their armies are here and not attacking my settlement. So it's really a win-win. Oh, look at this as well. The defenders have parlayed. Okay, what do you guys want? We're low on food. There's no need to starve us. What a joke. You will starve when the settlement falls or when you fall. Yeah, no way I'm taking the settlement. I don't care about the money. Them features will be pretty good like earlier on, but right now we want land and we want money, like lots of money, so we can form our own kingdom. But anyway, this is all for next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like and a comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one.